Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today, we return to Rush with a song off the Grace Under Pressure album called Red Sector A. And we're going to be looking at a performance from the Grace Under Pressure tour in 1984. Adrian, you know the song?
I don't know the song well, to tell you the truth. I made the mistake of listening to only the 3 songs I heard on the radio off of that album.
Okay.
At the time, and it was Distant Early Warning and The Body Electric and Between the Wheels.
Well, here, let me go ahead and just take a quick look at some of the lyrics. All that we can do is just survive. All that we can do is to help ourselves. All we can do to help ourselves is stay alive. Ragged lines of ragged gray skeletons, they shuffle away. Shouting guards, smoking guns will cut down the unlucky ones. I clutch the wire fence until my fingers bleed. A wound that will not heal, a heart that cannot feel, a hoping the horror will recede, hoping tomorrow will all be freed. So it sounds like it may very well be about a concentration camp.
Yes.
Yeah, and that would
be thinking prison camp, something like that. Yeah.
Concentration camp because Getty's parents, and in fact, you can see the book back there. I've been reading it. Both his parents, they actually, I don't know if they met in the concentration camp. I think they knew each other before, but they were able to keep track of each other even in different camps over the years. And they did eventually marry and get out and go to Canada. And so there was a happy ending, but they went through all the terrible stuff that you heard about back in World War II, with the Holocaust and all. So this is inspired by that in the Nazi concentration camps. So, and I think it sounds like Neil did a pretty good job of talking about it. So let's go ahead and check out the song and hear them doing it live. Of course, this is the keyboard era, so we're not sure we're going to see a bass guitar, but should still be interesting. All right, let's check it out.
right about there not being a bass guitar. All I saw were keyboards all around Geddy.
Yeah, I'll bet he did have the bass out for some songs, but yeah, some of the songs on this album is probably the first time that he went without his bass guitar. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's anything like that on Signals or not. He was getting really into the keyboards at this point, and of course the next couple albums after this one also had a lot of keys on them, which is fine. You know, they can, you can go through a phase and do things, and there are some nice songs that came out of it, for sure.
I sort of got another idea towards the end of the song. They were talking about, are we the only ones left alive? I was kind of wondering if they were talking about maybe they believed that everybody who was outside of the camps had been killed or something.
Well, it might be even more sinister than that. They might be hiding somewhere within the camp because they heard gunfire and they don't know what's happening. So there's no telling it could be something like that. There's certainly some horrors that they're recounting in this set of lyrics. You can kind of feel the tension in the music. Yeah, I mean, it was a shameful time in history, so it's always worth remembering, but it's also so personal, deeply personal to Geddy and his family. It's really a fascinating story. If you haven't read his autobiography, I highly recommend it. It's got so many great tidbits of information, not just about him in the band, but also his whole life, his whole growing up, what he went through, what his family went through, to get to Canada. And his father died when he was fairly young. It's an interesting story. I mean, they really kind of prevailed against some odds, I think.
Yeah.
Their parents were not into the whole idea of them being into music. They thought it was from another planet. Aliens had landed and stolen their sons' souls. Lucky for us, they stuck with it, and they made some really incredible music. And I think this song qualifies as one of those. Mm-hmm. These 80s albums have some really good songs on them. They're worth another listen for sure if you haven't dug them out in a while. So, of course, we haven't dug them out too much lately because now we're trying to keep them as fresh as we can when we listen to them. I haven't listened to this song in many, many years. I enjoyed that one, and it was cool to see them, even with the funny 80s hair and everything,
Yeah, even with the keyboards and no bass.
Yeah, knowing that it was a temporary situation. I think I would have been upset if he had just completely ditched the bass. But happily, that's not what happened.
Oh, he's too good on the bass. He can't give that up.
So that was really cool. Somebody had asked for that one, so thanks for that suggestion. It was a good one. Folks, if you have others for us, please leave those below. We are taking note, and we're looking for stuff we haven't done yet. But if you liked this, let us know. If you were at the concert or any of the concerts on that tour, let us know. Or if you saw them play that song on some other tour, let us know about that. We'd be interested to know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.